where you look at different aspects and see where they converge in the center in order to discover your purpose. So you'll look at your passions, you'll look at your vocation, you'll look at your career, you'll look at the things that you're good at, the things that you are passionate about, you'll look at your mission, and all of these different things occur, and they're in circles and a diagram, and in the center where things converge is where your purpose is. Now, purpose can change throughout your life. The purpose that you had when you were younger may be different than the purpose that you have now. I know for me, my purpose since I was 9 years old was to be a physician. I wanted to heal people. My grandmother was sick. She was in and out of the hospital all the time. And I felt that if I grew up and I became a physician, that I could help other people. Maybe because I felt helpless as a child to be able to help her. And I fulfilled that dream. I fulfilled that purpose. And what I discovered is that I have an even bigger purpose. It goes beyond just helping people and healing people physically. And it's more of a holistic approach to healing people and bringing people together and making a difference in the world. So I feel pretty clear about what my purpose is right now, but that can change and evolve as time evolves. As my children get older and graduate, my purpose will probably shift, as may yours, as different life changes happen in your life. But there are a few points that I wanted to make to help you as we go through this journey of discovering our purpose. And this month's challenge is to really focus on the Ikigai and focus on some of the principles of the Ikigai. And those principles are listed in your module, so you'll be able to see what those are. And try to do those things every day. Those principles talk about not filling yourself up. They talk about being present. It talks about never retiring because you're doing something that you love. Those are all great principles to stay in pursuit and to stay in alignment with your purpose. And so the three things that I want to talk about are some of the things that can stand in the way of you uncovering your purpose or stand in the way of you walking in your purpose once you've uncovered it. And those three things are comparison, procrastination, and comfort. So comparison. They say comparison is the thief of joy. And I think that that is very true. When we compare ourselves to other people, have you noticed that you always fall a little bit short? Because you're never going to be like someone else, because you were created uniquely, authentically to be you. And so embracing our own authenticity with all of the quirks, with all of the flaws, with all of the vulnerabilities is a surefire way to move towards your purpose. But comparing yourself to everyone else and everything else is a surefire way to move away from your purpose. There are other coaches out there whose businesses seem to be flourishing. You know, social media is not the best tool to use for that, but seem to be flourishing. Maybe they're getting opportunities, but that's their journey. And I am so happy and excited for them. But I love my journey. I absolutely love my journey because it is uniquely mine and only I can walk the path that I'm walking. So there really isn't anyone that I can compare myself to. There really isn't another Stephanie. So who would I be comparing myself to anyway? So make sure you avoid comparison because that will take you away from uncovering your purpose. The second one is procrastination. Procrastination. Now, I must admit, I have been a master procrastinator in my day, and sometimes I still am. But what I have found is that I deserve to give myself every opportunity to be the best version of myself. And when I procrastinate, I am stealing my own opportunity. And not only does that hurt me, that can hurt the people that I so passionately want to serve. So I deserve to show up as my best self, and so do the people that I want to serve. They deserve me to show up as my best self. So I have to discipline myself to prepare, to be prepared, and to do my best. And doing my best may look different today than it looks tomorrow. But not procrastinating and not showing up unprepared is a commitment that I'm making to myself because I deserve it. I deserve that. And I'll just give you an example of how important it is to show up prepared and show up well. My teenage son is a lifeguard, and we had an event, and it's a community event, and he was asked to volunteer to lifeguard. Now, most teenagers don't want to volunteer for something that they typically get paid for, but this is his organization, and so he agreed to do it. He came prepared to speak and to give some safety pool tips. He showed up. He spent the time pacing back and forth in the pool, making sure all of the younger children were safe. He even removed frogs and spiders from the pool, which he told me is not his job to do as a lifeguard. But since they requested that he do it, he did it. He showed up, and he showed up well. There was another lifeguard there, another teenager, that showed up, but he had his earbuds in. He was looking at his phone. His posture was slouched. He really wasn't paying attention to the kids. And you know that when my son showed up like that, in a volunteer capacity, it worked out well for him because somebody saw the way he showed up and came up to him and offered him a job. So when you are prepared and you discipline yourself not to procrastinate, it makes a difference. It can lead to greater opportunities that take you in the direction of your purpose. The third one is comfort. Purpose is not in your comfort zone. Whatever that box is that you've created for yourself, that we all do as human beings, because it's one of our basic needs to have safety and security. That's not where your purpose lies. If you're really comfortable and you're feeling really safe and really secure, your purpose is bigger than that. So step outside of that box. You don't have to jump out of it. You can gently step out of it, but start to step out of your comfort zone and you'll start to uncover your purpose. You'll start to get closer to it. I know it's scary. It's very scary to do that thing that you're not sure how it's going to work out. You're not sure if you're equipped to do it. That's where purpose, preparation meets and becomes destiny. So go ahead, get uncomfortable. It will work out.